people are still in the running to be named Canada's worst driver. And they all have problems that are a lot deeper than just steering. And that's where this woman comes in. Shamila Kiru has been the therapist at the Driver Rehabilitation Center for the last 4 years. And she's just learning that Renee, a single mother, isn't living a full life due to her fear of driving.
So what's the biggest thing that you'd like to get out of this whole experience?
I want to be able to drive anywhere.
Okay.
Without having a panic attack.
At home in Winnipeg,
Oh, God.
Renee panics every time she drives faster than 50k an hour.
I don't want to anymore.
Because she tells herself there's going to be a crash.
Oh, I can't breathe. It's what you're saying to yourself that's creating that fear. It's not driving.
Yeah, that makes sense.
25-year-old bank employee Jordan has embraced being a bad driver because it's easier than trying to be a good driver.
I don't want to set expectations if I don't meet it because I don't really like feeling failure.
Do you remember when it started or what sort of triggered this?
Growing up, being gay basically my entire life, everyone always knew that. You know, like I was the gay one, and children back then, they weren't as understanding. So at the end of the day, I just had to stop caring.
In his vehicle, Jordan does care how he looks, but not how he drives. To care more about driving, Jordan suggests he should read and write about it, particularly when it comes to lessons that involve multiple steps.
So would it be helpful if we got you some cue cards and you were able to write the steps down and maybe post them on the dashboard?
It probably would. I think so, yes.
A few days ago, Polly crashed and drove 40 meters off of a rehab center course. And during that uncontrolled event, she says she was unaware of her surroundings.
I probably put myself somewhere I'm not going to get hurt here. And I lost focus and didn't take my foot off the gas and I didn't hit the brake, but I was in a safe place. I wasn't going to get hurt.
In your head?
In my head.
Driving on real roads in and around her hometown of Perth, Ontario,
Keep your eye on the green light for me, please.
Polly cannot afford to space out like that.
So I wonder if a strategy that we can talk about is really staying in touch with all of your senses while you're driving.
Jillian says that she is so scared of driving.
I don't go anywhere. I'm always home, always. I just go to work and go home, and that's my comfort zone.
So it sounds to me a bit like you've maybe kind of disconnected or disengaged from things that you don't like.
Yeah, but I know that's not helping, but it makes me feel better.
In Newfoundland, avoiding driving may make Jillian feel better when she's home alone.
Every die.
But when she does have to go somewhere, her lack of driving experience makes her sob uncontrollably behind the wheel.
What you thought was a solution has actually now become the problem.
Calgarian new driver, Shalom, recently graduated with honors from McGill University. But
there was a delay between the decisions in my brain.
There's a delay
Like
here?
the frontal lobe, like my the brain part that follows the eyes.
Yeah.
Frontal, it's all frontal that controls. You use all parts of the brain.
Okay.
I know that. But I'm saying like the neurotransmitter that like the neurons to control decision making didn't get traveled to my arms.
Gotcha.
learning a few new techniques in therapy might help Shalom. But he refused to have a session with Shamila.
You know what would be unbelievably frustrating for Canada's worst drivers to deal with? A trailer that is attached to a trailer. Well, we don't want Canada's worst drivers to be unbelievably frustrated, so we're just going to have him deal with the trailer. Just one simple trailer.
If you want the trailer to go to the right when you're backing, you turn the wheel to the left.
That's Tim Danter, the head driving instructor at our rehabilitation center.
If you want the trailer to go to the left when reversing, you turn the steering wheel to the right.
Okay.
Steering the opposite direction of where you want a trailer to go while reversing can get a little confusing.
No, I'm going to the right. I'm going to the left.
So, okay.
To combat this confusion, Tim has a trick.
Which way's your thumb pointing right now?
Right.
If Renee were to spin the wheel this way, she would be turning it to the left, and the trailer would go to the right.
So, if you want the trailer to go the way your thumb's pointing, that's the way you turn, is in the direction of your thumb.
Oh, look at that.
But that only works going this way, so what would you do if you had to go the other way?
I have no idea.
Switch hands.
Switch hands. That's neat. Okay.
It is neat.
Oh.
When everyone understands this neat little trick,
That's the way the steering wheel goes.
they're able to control a trailer while backing around a corner
Bingo.
and into a driveway.
Good teacher. There you go.
For the trailer reversing challenge, drivers have to park this boat, which is hitched to this van, by reversing down this laneway and into this garage. And Renee will show you how it's done.
I'm going to go out on a limb and guess you've never towed a trailer before.
I've never even drove a van before.
Renee's cousin Jackie nominated Renee as Canada's worst driver, largely due to her lack of experience.
Just go slow. You'll see how things start to move.
Okay.
Renee starts at a consistent, slow speed, making minor steering adjustments as she goes, just like Tim taught her to.
Look at you go.
I don't want to jackknife it.
A jackknife is when the trailer gets on such an extreme angle, it will no longer roll.
That's the point of no return.
Renee pulls forward to get aligned, then backs straight in.
You're done.
Before coming to rehab, Renee couldn't reverse at all.
Well done, my dear.
Thank you.
That's excellent.
On Jordan's trip down the laneway, he stops and starts 17 times before even reaching the turn.
In training with Jordan, he brought his cue cards, but he didn't take any notes.
Tim and Shamala watch every move the bad drivers make in rehab alongside Philippe Letourneau, our high-speed driving instructor, and Cam Woolley, our legal expert. At the end of each episode, these folks help me decide who graduates. At the end of our series, we will collectively decide who is Canada's worst driver. For the next 25 minutes, Jordan spends more time stopped than moving.
I'm going to go inside for a nap because you're putting me to sleep.
Sorry.
If you're still here when I get up from my nap, going nowhere at this kind of speed,
Sorry.
I'll be very upset.
Okay, I'll get it done.
During the next hour,
Yeah. It's not going to make it all the way back around.
Jordan approaches the garage 32 times.
I think I'm just stupid, actually.
And on each one of those attempts, he stops every time he steers.
And you're just cranking.
Okay.
Jordan's mother, Lorraine, nominated him as Canada's worst driver.
And then you're cranking the other way.
Are you still on the course, Jordan?
Oh, thank God.
What do you mean, thank God?
Can you get in, please?
You're positioned perfectly, man. You can drive that back in one shot.
It can't be driven back in one shot. If Jordan insists on steering while stationary,
Yeah, okay. So, let's go. Okay, I can't talk. It's over.
Jordan really needs to quit quitting.
We're saddened by your decision to quit.
Don't worry, I am as well.
Polly is not using her side mirrors. And because of that, she has no idea that she's jackknifing.
You're getting too aggressive with your steering again.
That's Jeff, Polly's son-in-law.
Only have to turn the wheel once. Don't go 2, 3.
Polly is homing in on the garage.
Go to the left. The left.
But only because of Jeff's help.
The left. Go left. 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 Come on. Left.
That is it.
Left. More.
If Polly could have Jeff helping all the time, she wouldn't be a Canada's Worst Driver nominee.
Okay, now straighten your vehicle. Stop.
Okay, let's get out of here.
The boat wound up in the garage. But only thanks to Jeff.
If Jeff hadn't been here, would you have gotten that boat into this garage?
Yes, I think I would have.
I'm no comment.
When we come back, the trailer challenge concludes. And the longest reverse in the world begins!
Ah, son of a bitch.
Canada's worst drivers have learned how to reverse a trailer.
Bingo.
Now, they're being challenged on that skill.
Left. Left. Come on. Left.
That is it.
And Jillian is up next.
Now, I needed to go this way, so I needed to turn this way.
Jillian looks like she's going to get it in on her first attempt.
You got this thing nailed.
Don't forget, you can always hop forward.
That's Mitchell, Jillian's patient fiancé.
Yes, I know.
Like Renee before her,
Aha!
Jillian's done in just over 3 minutes.
Easy stuff. Watch your corner.
Oh,
Jillian passed. Then failed.
oh my God, I didn't even realize. I was so concerned with the boat.
Shalom is wearing contact lenses today. And because of that, he predicts his first ever rehab center pass.
It's gonna be happy. We're gonna dance.
I like to twerk. That's my favorite dance. Look at me twerk. Are you a twerker, Shalom? Is that the dance we're gonna do?
I can't talk. I don't have the booty for it.
This is good. I like this. You're doing the right thing, Shalom.
But Shalom doesn't continue doing the right things.
Yeah, I jackknifed it.
Over the next half hour,
I jackknifed it.
Shalom jackknifes a total of 17 times.
Well, he's not the guy you want at the launch ramp on a busy holiday weekend.
Shalom, where are you going now, buddy?
What?
Huh?
You ever feel like you were reliving the same moment of your life over and over again? That's the way I felt for the last 11 years.
I know what to do. If you know what to do, then just do it already.
That's Shmuel, Shalom's brother.
Shalom, I don't feel a big twerking ending coming up here.
With the sun setting, the camera guy has asked for me to be lit.
Here's my impression of me on a boat being driven by Shalom.
Now bring it in.
Promising, yes, Shalom. Promising, promising. I'm liking this. I'm liking this on the last attempt of the day. I'm liking this, buddy. We hit a shoal.
Now, we must dance.
Let's do a sad dance. I was working on my twerking, too.
You were?
Every year on Canada's Worst Driver, we do a challenge called the longest reverse in the world. And this year we're doing it in the longest car in the world. The course is the same as it is every single year, and what it is long. In fact, it's the longest reverse course in the world. I said the word.
This 1976 Cadillac Calais isn't really the longest car in the world, but it is 5.8 meters long, which will be problematic for Canada's Worst Drivers if they overcorrect their steering.
Now this course is pretty damn easy because it's a straight line, so I can go pretty damn fast.
And the further I go, the faster I can go, because each new hallway of obstacles that I enter is slightly wider than the last.
Okay, now that I'm in the foam section, the course opens up and I'm able to go a little bit faster.
We're telling the Worst Driver nominees to go as fast as they can on this course because we want them to understand that the faster they go,
oh, I'm swinging the front end,
the less steering input they'll need.
Woo, you can swing a lot on this thing, but I didn't hit anything, and I did pretty good for time. Time?
Time on this challenge is truly irrelevant. What matters is not hitting things.
Now, let's see how Canada's Worst Drivers do.
Polly is up first.
Here goes Polly.
Oh, sugar. Oh, worse than that.
You got about a meter on my side of the car, hey?
Hey?
You've got about a meter on my side of the car.
Okay, thanks. Saw that coming.
But every time she hits on her own side.
Oh, my God. Oh, Mommy, what are you doing here? Oh.
She's looking right off the tail of the trunk down, and she's looking too close to the back end of the car, and that's not going to work for her.
Jeffrey?
Don't yell at me.
This is scary. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, jeepers.
Every single hit on the driver's side.
Oh, dear. What did I just hit?
Stop, Polly, stop. What's the #1 tip for good driving? Look where you want to go, right?
Right.
Are you looking far down the road?
Oh, no. Well, no, I wasn't.
Polly was looking where she was going, but not where she wanted to go. And she doesn't understand the difference.
I looked to where I wanted to go, but not where I was going. And I made that mistake, right?
You're backwards.
No, I'm supposed to look at where I was going, not where I wanted to go.
Shalom is wearing contact lenses today because
Contacts, they follow the eyeball, right? So I can get my peripheral vision.
Good.
it would be good if Shalom would look where he wants to go.
You're looking at your front windshield.
Yeah.
That's not a great start.
Whoa! Not great doesn't begin to describe this.
Come on, buddy, it's a straight line.
Okay.
Whoa!
That
was a solid hit.
Yeah.
Retiring his horn-rimmed glasses in favor of contact lenses was a very good idea. But it doesn't seem to be helping, because Shalom's eyes are darting from one side of the lane to the other. And he's steering from one side of the lane to the other.
Look where you want to go.
To remember to look where he wants to go, Shalom says he needs a sign.
I asked for what I need as a sign that just reminds me to look where you want to go, not look at the obstacles. I'd be happy if I can get this sign because I think it would help me.
Renee is having the most Canadian run.
Okay, sorry.
She hasn't hit anything,
Sorry.
but she is apologizing
Sorry. Sorry.
for not being perfect.
Sorry. I didn't hear anything.
Fast.
Hold on, sorry.
If Renee wants to express regret, now would be appropriate.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Renee doesn't realize that reversing fast means you should steer less.
Because you're going.
I know, I felt as it was going faster, I felt like it was going like this, so yeah.
Focus.
When the longest reverse in the world concludes, Jillian gets a private lesson with Tim.
Why?
Canada's worst drivers are doing the longest reverse in the world! Whoa! And Jordan is doing it while looking forwards.
Yeah, it's because I look at my wheel to make sure it's still straight.
No.
We taught Canada's worst drivers to reverse with their hand at the top of the steering wheel, because that way you can steer anywhere you want, knowing that to get straight again, you just have to bring your hand back to the top of the wheel.
Look where you want to go, buddy.
I'm actually doing it.
Focus.
Nice. There's steering. He's actually steering this time. Steering. It helps steer the car. Jordan steers perfectly all the way to the end. Well, almost.
Focus.
Okay.
No, you're good.
Okay,
Focus.
no, okay, it's okay. Please stop saying focus.
Jordan has come a long way.
I definitely think I am ready to return back to public roads.
Jillian isn't using the psychological tips that Shamala gave her.
Easy.
She did take away 3 practical tips that she can use to manage her emotions.
Tip number 1 is to make a joke every time she feels afraid.
I don't like hitting things.
So I help out with that. Tip number 2 is to remember that this experience will change her life.
I'm gonna hit that freaking thing.
And the final tip?
The yelling has to stop. That's number 3 on Shamala's list of things that need to change in the car with Jillian.
Why? Oh, I'm gonna hit every... Mitchell, what? No. What? It's this freaking car, Mitchell. It bothers me that I cried and I yelled, which is the whole reason that they're trying, that's the whole reason I'm here, and they're trying to stop that.
Here you go.
Oh, no, see?
Don't keep going.
I'm trying, Mitchell!
Hey, that's too much steering input.
That was best con.
Shut up!
Jillian's behavior is even worse when she drives in public. So?
We're going to send you out with Tim now.
Right now.
What's wrong now?
Mitchell, I don't want to do it. I really don't.
I know you don't, but you'll do good. Don't worry. Don't worry.
When Jillian drives alone or with her fiancé,
See, I'm now speeding.
Doesn't matter. You're okay.
she usually freaks out.
Cars look reasonable coming at us?
Yeah.
Perfect.
But driving with Tim today, she seems fine.
I know there's a van behind me. Do you know there's a van behind you?
Yeah.
Good.
Tim is getting Jillian to ignore her anxiety.
See how the tires turned?
Yeah.
By having her observe the front tires of other vehicles as a way to predict their movement.
Because tires don't lie.
Oh, that truck is behind me.
Signal. Put the signal on. Good. Maintain your speed.
It's not if I'm not going to let me go.
Okay. Is the truck slowing down?
I think so.
So off gas. There you go.
Okay.
And come down. Now start braking. And start braking. And start braking. And start braking. And start braking. What got you through that? Your eyes.
do is take your foot off the brake.
Exactly.
Canada's worst drivers are trained and then tested on how to handle an icy corner.
Canadian winters. They are brutal for driving. Step one in surviving a Canadian winter is getting and using snow tires. Step two is knowing exactly what to do if your car starts skidding in an icy corner. Because if you don't know what to do when your car starts skidding in an icy corner, your whole world can turn upside down. Canada's worst drivers will now be taught exactly what to do if they start skidding in an icy corner. Then we'll test them on that skill.
Ready for more training? Training.
I am.
Philippe will now break into a full skid and then try to turn.
Pay attention to my hands.
It didn't do anything.
That's right. Steering while skidding does nothing. That's why newer cars have ABS. ABS stands for Anti-Lock Braking System. And cars with it will slow down when you slam on the brakes, but not skid. At least they won't skid on pavement. On ice, everything skids.
Now I'm gonna panic. Whoa! Whoa! Is there more steering available?
No.
Did we turn?
No.
To turn successfully, all of your wheels must be rotating. So if you're skidding towards something you're going to run into, release the brake.
So all you do is take your foot off the brake.
Exactly. And if the wheels are starting to turn again, I'm gonna regain grip.
Right.
Letting go of the brake while skidding
Don't stare at the cones.
No.
requires looking where you want to go. If you're staring at what you're skidding towards, you won't release the brake.
Did we turn?
No.
Why?
Because I didn't take my foot off the brake.
And why didn't you took your foot off the brake?
Because I was looking at the cones.
Back up.
It takes multiple times for everyone.
Brake. Turn.
But eventually,
Et voila.
all of Canada's worst drivers do learn how to avoid a skidding crash by looking to and steering towards safety.
You're good.
That's so exciting.
3 in a row.
Yeah.
For the Icy Corner Challenge, drivers will come down this road at 45k an hour. Then, lock up their brakes when all 4 tires are on this synthetic ice. To pass, they simply have to release their brakes and turn around this corner. And as with all high-performance challenges this year, the car they'll be using is, oh man, their brand new Dodge Charger.
No word of a lie. I was driving home from Hamilton after we'd made Canada's worst handyman. I locked up my brakes on the ice and started to skid straight at the suddenly stopped car in front of me. I looked away, released the brake, steered clear to safety. If I did not learn this skill at the Driver Rehabilitation Center, I would have rear-ended that guy. True story. Can I pass the icy corner now? Yeah. Here we go. Man, this car's got fast pickup. That's 45 right there. I get on the ice. I lock up the brakes. I gotta look where I want to go. Release, make it around the corner. It's always a little bit freaky.
The skidding sensation triggers adrenaline every time.
But I made it. Will Canada's worst drivers make it? Let's find out.
Jillian starts off with a positive affirmation.
I know exactly. I know how to do this.
Yep, I know you do.
Shh, I'm not talking to you.
Here we go. Jillian's first run at 45.
Okay, I'm at 45.
On her first run, Jillian gets the car to turn, but she never takes her eyes off the wall and she hits the brake a second time.
She was not looking where she wanted to go.
I took my foot off the brake.
I think you put it back on there.
When Jillian first came to rehab, she'd be crying and freaking out and having an emotional tantrum, essentially, just because of failing that. Now, though, she seems to have her emotions in check.
On her second attempt...
Oh, I'm going too fast, I think.
Jillian's speed is good, but she holds the brakes too long.
So I have to lock? And
Take foot off the brake.
I did.
We almost had her.
Drivers will get 5 chances to pass this challenge.
Right now.
And Jillian's looking like she'll need all 5.
Oh, no, why? Why? Maybe I'm a better driver when I'm angry.
100% untrue.
If I don't do this time, I swear to...
This time, Jillian looks where she wants to go, but then looks back at the wall, which keeps her foot on the brake for too long.
I'm done. I'm so done.
No, you're not done yet.
This is stupid.
Shamala's 3 tips for Jillian to remain in control do not include calling learning stupid.
I was so concerned with putting the brakes on that I didn't take them off.
Correct. Why didn't you take them off?
I don't know.
Come
I was
on.
just so concerned with
Let's
putting them
not yell. What's number 3 on Shamala's list?
I'm just really overwhelmed right now.
What's number 3 on Shamala's list?
The yelling has to stop.
Yes, it does. You forgot the most important step, and what is that?
Look where I want to go.
On her final attempt, Jillian stares at the wall until deep into her skid. And by the time she releases the brake, it's too late.
Oh, thank you. No, see? What are you doing?
Because Jillian stared at the wall instead of looking where she wanted to go.
So looking where you want to go sounds like such an easy phrase to understand.
When you say it out loud.
Jordan has skidded on real ice.
Yeah, that's actually how I broke my bumper.
On Jordan's first attempt, pay attention to his front wheel, and then guess where he's looking.
I was looking right at the wall.
Target fixation.
Yes, sir.
Target fixation is a tough habit to break.
I was looking at the wall again.
Let me guess, you're going to stare at the wall until you crash through it this time, right?
I'm going to learn from my mistakes.
All Jordan has to do to pass is look left.
Will he look there this time? Third attempt.
I forgot to let go of the brake. God darn it.
Why am I exasperated, Jordan?
Because I hit the damn wall again.
So you're going to look where?
To the left.
Look left for me now.
We got this.
Here's his 4th attempt. Please let him look to the left. Please.
Jordan looks left before he's on the ice.
Oh, wow.
And when he starts to skid, he looks at the wall.
What? I forgot.
Here he goes. It's a left turn. It's his 5th attempt. Will Jordan make it?
Oh, that was awful.
Did you forget to let go of the brake again?
I don't know.
Wackier than this failure is Jordan's belief that he should graduate.
I do deserve, or I should, graduate.
When we come back,
I won't let you down again.
He's going to let me down.
the rest of Canada's worst drivers take their turn on the icy corner.
Why didn't they turn?
Canada's worst worst drivers are trying to pass our annual Icy Corner Challenge.
If you take your foot off the brake, you're supposed to be able to turn, right?
Did your foot go back on the brake?
I don't know.
And Polly is up next.
My expectations are very low.
Get up to speed quick, because then you have time to watch what you're doing.
Wow.
Wow.
What?
Polly makes this challenge look as easy as it really is.
You're not Canada's worst driver, are you? You're just really, really bad.
Yes. I love you.
Renee's cousin Jackie says that watching this challenge on TV saved her butt.
Some lady cut me off. I was doing 80.
What happened?
And what happened was I was going straight for the light stand.
Icy or just skid on bald pavement?
Completely icy.
You locked up the brakes, started to skid, and released the brakes and steered to safety by looking where you wanted to go?
Really?
Yeah.
Because of
100%.
this show?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a beautiful story.
It's amazing when you hear people tell you about how the show has saved their lives.
I had a lady hug me in a gas station once. I said, "What's this for?" She said her car was sliding in a winter storm. She remembered us saying, "Look where you want to go." She said it works.
I had one that told me that they unlocked their wheels to avert a bus, and it was great.
On Renee's first attempt, she doesn't look where she wants to go, even though she says it.
Stop that.
See you way down that road to the left?
I looked at the wall.
You didn't look over there, did you?
No.
On her next 3 attempts, Renee brakes too long and tries turning too sharp.
No.
Look at my run again. Because I'm looking where I want to go, my skidding ends here, which means my turn begins here. And by the time I reach the apex of the corner, I'm already at a 45-degree angle. The bad drivers are staying in the middle of the road for too long, then trying to make a sudden and impossible 90-degree turn. I pass. They fail.
Turn, you. I give up.
Renee knows full well that to pass this challenge, you must.
Look where you want to go.
Did you do that?
Nope.
Shalom has the sign he asked us to make him.
Well, I have this because when I get flustered, I keep forgetting this key thing. Look where you want to go. So I keep focusing on the obstacles, and I keep hitting the obstacles.
Hopefully he looks where he wants to go and not at the sign.
Too bad the sign doesn't say, "Don't go faster than the speed limit."
Yeah, I crashed. I was going too fast,
Shalom's sign says, "Look where you want to go," not point your face where you want to go and keep looking at the obstacle you're skidding towards. Please look where you want to go. Please, please, please look where you want to go.
That's what I'm going to do for you, buddy. I won't let you down again.
He's gonna let me down. He's gonna let me down.
He lets me down again. And again. To make sure that Shalom looks to where he wants to go,
I'm gonna stand right here. I'm gonna wave the whole time. I want you to come to me.
Okay.
He needs to break his habit. He needs a beacon, and that's what Andrew's going to be.
I'm over here, buddy. I am over here. Look at me. I am over here. I'm over here. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Yes. Oh. Well, sort of.
Shalom spun out in mid-turn because he didn't follow episode 3's big lesson.
I think I may have tapped the brake a bit.
when we come back.
Am I average now?
Canada's worst drivers lobby to become our next graduate.
Yes, I should graduate.
On this episode of Canada's Worst Driver, the nominees drove on ice, they handled a trailer, and they endured the longest reverse in the world! Now, our experts will chat with them about how it all went. Starting with Shalom, who had us make him a reminding sign that says, "Look where you want to go."
It's like a voice telling me. It's like another voice I put into you because it's like someone else. It's like I envision someone else telling me, look where you want to go. If it could be Andrew and someone who's in a position of authority. So I could have said, look where I want to go, but I wanted you to purposely be like a command.
Shalom doesn't want to graduate, but Jordan wanted to graduate last episode. Given the fact, though, that he quit the trailer challenge and failed the icy corner test, does he still want to graduate?
I feel I can go back on the roads, be a confident, safe driver, you know, not speed, not be distracted, not risk my life or anyone else's.
Okay.
So I still feel strongly that, yes, I should graduate.
Does anyone else want to return to public streets so they can drive without one of our instructors beside them?
Yes. I don't think I'm there yet.
If I go home right now, I will not drive by myself.
Is that what we should be doing with you? Forcing you to kind of overcome that fear and making you drive by yourself?
My first reaction is to say no, but yes, yeah.
Right.
Because that's what's going to help me, yeah.
2 people want to graduate. Will it be Polly or Jordan?
I don't think he's ready.
Neither does Cam.
To me, the icy corner is an absolute deal breaker and always has been. If you can't do that, you're not ready to graduate. If I got to pick one, I'm picking Polly.
Tim?
Jordan.
Jordan? Shamla?
Polly. Jordan quit and failed.
Right.
Polly at least passed.
You would feel safer on the road driving next to Polly than Jordan. Seriously.
Where to start? Jordan, let's start with you.
Okay.
You quit the trailer challenge, and you didn't pass the icy corner test. And usually, passing the icy corner test is critical to graduating. Polly, then there's you. You're the only person here who passed the icy corner test. So, the experts hashed it out, and in the end, they decided there was only one responsible choice. And Jordan? That responsible choice is... to graduate no one. None of you guys are ready. So you're all gonna stick around and get at least a little bit more education because you all need it. Will anyone graduate next episode? I have no idea. All I know for sure is that one of these 5 people is Canada's worst driver.
On the next episode of Canada's Worst Driver. The nominees learn how to do a 180-degree reverse spin-out.
That wasn't even close.
They park in a parking lot, and it's the moment you've been waiting for. It's our annual water tank test.
It's like someone peed on you. It happens. That's it. You're right. I can't talk. I don't have the booty.